I'm gonna say this is definitely my first video like ever. So just take it easy with me.
Yo,
We
what's
definitely
up?
gonna get better. You
All right.
know what I'm saying?
So
Just
this
just
is
just stick
my
with me. We're
very
gonna vibe out.
first. Might be y'all still kind of sick. This is my very first YouTube video. Like not first technically because I have uploaded other stuff, especially to this channel. But this is my first like personal video, and I'm gonna be honest. I think this is like my first like time like talking on a camera like this. I think ever like, or even on Snapchat. I don't think I really like. You know what I'm saying? Like held the camera in front of my face and like talk. So this is the first. So you know what I'm saying? Bear with your boy. But this is Piff and Tales. I'm Drizzy. This is my page. This is primarily gonna be a grow page. So grow content in general. It doesn't matter like what topic. It doesn't matter if we're having discussions or live chats. If I'm bringing like informational videos. If I'm bringing updates on my grow. If you know like no matter what it is, for the most part it's going to be cannabis related, but we are going to like you know dabble into some other stuff too. Like I want to bring more than just that, you feel me? So that's that. But other than that, this video is really to get into like how I started, because what is it now, February? I think I started about like what 1 year and 4 months ago. And honestly, all I did was go to my grocery store, or not a grocery store, dispensary. And even when I went, I didn't even know they were gonna have it at first. Like I just checked their website because I was gonna, you know what I'm saying, get some green. And like right in bold letters, it was right there, like, yo, we got clones. And I'm like before that, I was like your typical person, like your typical smoker, right? That ever tried to grow. Like I would get a seed, you know what I'm saying? I would get it wet, do whatever I need to do. And then after that, nothing. Like I didn't go nowhere with it after that. So when I seen the clone, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Let me give it a try. Let me see what I can do. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say great. I'm good at growing. Like I've been growing for a long time. Like I've been growing for over a decade now, to be honest. But just never the green. You feel me? But I say, you know, let me give it a try. I gave it a try. It went terrible. I ain't gonna lie to you. That first grow was horrible. And it wasn't even that plant. Like I had got that plant, and then I went to the grocery store, you know what I'm saying, to get some stuff. And I ended up linking with somebody there. And you know, they was putting me on. They was putting me on to certain things. So long story short, I ended up getting some clones, like getting some more clones, and two more. It was Pineapple Express and I think Sugar Deluxe, I think it was called. And the original clone I got, I don't even remember what it was. Like I think the gross, like the dispensary, like I got it from, like that was their like thing. I don't even remember what what it was. But yeah, that first grow went terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I was in veg for like 2.5 months, and that 2.5 months is there was probably, trust me, it was a headache. I'm talking up at night headache. It was horrible. But that's pretty much how that got started, was me just going there to get some green, and you know seeing that they had it, you know, going and get it. That's how this journey started. The Instagram, because I do have an Instagram, like a lot of my stuff, because obviously I just started this right now. But if you want to see a lot of my, I guess you could say like backlog, go on my Instagram, Drizzy_Grow10. Um, you'll see a lot of the stuff on there, and a lot of that first grow on there. That Instagram didn't come until I think 2 months after I initially first started. So even when I started the Instagram, like a lot of the struggles that I was going through was at the time of getting this. So I'm uploading from when I first got them to up to that point when I'm still having issues. So a lot of the people that I got at that point was watching me, and you know what I'm saying, tap in and all that, when I was still having all them issues. You know, I'm like you know what I'm saying, trying to figure it out. Like all of us. Um So I'm still new by, by any, I guess, means of the definition of new. 14 months is not that long. But so fast forward to, I want to say, I mean, like towards the end of the first grow, I kind of got it. Like I was still like it was still my first grow, so I was still all over the place. Light intensity, how far should I have the lights, like what nutrient, like I was still all over the place with that kind of stuff. But I would say at that point, I pretty much knew like I wanted to do this for real. Like there was no, what I'm saying, this is not for me, or um like let me like be like a casual. Like after that first grow, I knew this was for me. I'm about to dive nose first, all in. Like I'm about to go crazy. And again, if you go on my Instagram and you see a lot of that stuff, like you can tell. Sorry. But you can tell I was doing all kind, like, especially like at that time, I'm on YouTube, I'm searching up stuff, I'm watching people, and I'm taking note of a lot of the stuff that I'm hearing, like, don't do this, don't do that. This is taboo. Definitely don't do this. This is not gonna, what I'm saying? I'm taking note of all that stuff. And I don't even think it was on purpose. I think it was just like subconsciously. I was taking notes like of all that kind of stuff. So I think probably by like halfway through the second, bro, that's when I was really like, okay, I want to start doing a lot of things that they say not to do. And I want to prove that, what I'm saying? Like you can do it. Like there's a way to do it. It's not just don't do it because it won't work. Maybe it might be don't do it because it's going to take a lot of time, or, what I'm saying? Whatever the variable might be, but not because it's not possible. So I started dabbling into like a lot of different, different stuff. And one of those was so I had to grow. I think it was my third grow. Like by my third grow, I was like, I want to try something. So what I did, and this was just personally for me, I wanted to see like how much can I keep up. And again, I'm the type of person, like I'm trying to soak up information quick. Like I'm trying to get to where I need to go to quick, not by taking shortcuts, but by working exponentially. I don't want to say harder than the next person, but what I'm saying, just working like crazy hard, really grinding. So I'm like, okay. So what I did was I had X amount of plants, and I said, okay, third grow. The second grow was better than the first. Still not what I would have wanted it to be, but I wasn't going to complain. It was better than the first. So, progression. But I was like, okay, third grow, I'm going to have X amount of plants, and I'm going to see if I can take care of all these plants. What I did was I had a whole bunch of them in 1 gallons, right? So I'm like, okay, if I can take care of X amount of plants in these 1 gallon, from keeping up with waterings, keeping up with, whatever they need, and I grow organically. So you already know how that goes, need time to break down and all that stuff. So if I could really manage that grow, and obviously I had to have a certain level of expectation. Again, it's just my third grow. But if I could at least exceed my expectations, which was set not low. I don't ever set the bar low for myself, but like right in the middle, if I could exceed that, I knew I was meant to do something. And if you go and look through that grow, I was meant to do something. So with that, I was like, let me go full-fledged into this. Because where I live, you can grow up to, like 12 plants, or like up to 6 plants per person. You don't have to have like your license for that. But if you want to go anything beyond that, then you got to get your license. So long story short, I basically took that and told myself, you can do this, and you can do this for real. Like, make something, like, what I'm saying? have something lucrative, like that can bring in real revenue, that is also a passion. Because like I said, this meant, oh, as a matter of fact, I don't even think I said that. It meant everything to me, like once I got to a certain point, to be able to do what I'm doing, because I don't like to fail. I'm one of those people, like, and I will admit that wholeheartedly. I don't like to fail. I don't want to. And I understand failure. Again, I also understand, like, you need to fail. Like, you need to fail to get to where you need to go. And you also need to fail to also be able to build. You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to build that inside you, so that, you know what I'm saying, if anything ever happens again, you know how to deal with that. So I understand that, but I still don't like to fail. So with that, I'm like, okay, if I can do it at this level, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to get my license. I'm going to have patience. I'm going to have a dispensary. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to go full on. This aspect, the content creator part, that didn't come until later. A lot of the stuff I was doing was just for updates. If I'm doing a video, if I'm posting a picture, and again, me just being who I am, I'm like, I want it to look nice. I want people to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? He's really putting in that work all the way around. So I was just like, I started editing videos and stuff like that, but that was just purely just to put it up. But again, just like with the grow itself, I think after a certain point, I was like, I could really do this too. I could really do the grow, and I could really do the content creator side of that, and just in general. So that's kind of how this all came like into fruition, was from that one day when I just wanted to get some green, and I seen it on their website, like, yo, we got cones, and I'm like, no pain, no gain, you never know. And that's how all this started. And now I have, I mean, nothing much. Well, let me not say nothing much, because I'm grateful, obviously. But this is just like my little setup right now, like office type joint, to really, like, because before, I just got this over the weekend. Like, I've been plotting on this, like the computer and all that. Before, I was doing most of the editing on my phone. And don't get it twisted, I went crazy. But it was time to really, especially, you know what I'm saying, if I want to do YouTube, and if I really want to get into like full content creator mode, I really wanted to, you know what I'm saying, situate myself where I could really sit down and really tap in. So that's my tent. I'm not going to open the tent right now because I don't want no plans on this first video. I already know how YouTube is giving it up. But yeah, bro, this is just the first video. Honestly, just introducing myself. Again, my name is Drizzy. The Piff and Tails, right? So the name. I've been going by Drizzy's Grow Tent. Like, even if you go on my Instagram, it's Drizzy's Grow Tent. But I just started thinking, like, everybody got a tent. We all grow, and we can all put our name in front of that. Like, I know there's other people with YouTube that have, that thing. And then I started thinking, it's no different than, how, like, there's that stigma with people who have, like, Chargers, right? Or Dodgers. So my name is Drizzy, right? So I would put, let's say I had a Hellcat. It would be like Hellcat Drizzy. You know what I'm saying? Like, something like that. And I was like, I didn't want to be that person. And again, nothing against anybody else that got that. Because, like, if you came up with that originally, you know what I'm saying, good for you. But I didn't want that. At least not for, not for my YouTube. So I just started thinking, and I'm like, what is something creative that, I could think of? Piff. So back when, I started, smoking that strong, that's what we called it. I mean, we called it other things too, but primarily it was Piff. Like, now you got Za, and you know what I'm saying, all this other stuff. Like then it was like loud or Piff. So I'm like, let me roll with Piff. And what I was gonna go with was Piff and Tell, kind of like show and tell, Piff and Tell. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna go with Piff and Tails, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we gonna do. We gonna be on here. We gonna tell stories. We gonna kick it. It's gonna be a vibe. So I'm like Piff and Tails. I like that better. So that's how the name came about. But yeah, bro, this is Drizzy. This is Piff and Tails, the Growth channel. Like, subscribe. Bro, what else is there? Hit the bell. Yeah, because you gotta hit the bell to know, like, immediately when I subscribe. And trust me. Don't mind me. What I meant was when I drop. Hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's my first video, bro. Don't make fun of me, dog. It's only gonna get better from here. It's only gonna get better from here. Bro, if you've been following me from when I first started, especially a lot of my followers on Instagram, y'all know. Y'all wouldn't have caught me dead doing this ever. Like, you might hear my voice on the video, but I'm not about to be on camera. I'm not about to be doing none of that. So even just doing this right now, so trust me when I say it's gonna get a lot better. We got a lot more stuff to come. We got vlogs coming. Yeah, I'm telling you, we gonna turn it up.
Bro, I know y'all ain't thought y'all was getting no outro. Nah, that's for the next one, bro. Y'all, all right. Video's done. Video's done.